Alright guys, welcome back. I think we're live. Let me check.
You definitely don't want to leave that mic. You definitely want to.
Alright, we are live. Welcome back. This is Oceanic Gaming Rumble in the Oceanic Jungle. This is Redemption Gaming versus GG Close Game. This is a match in the round robin, so it is best of one. And it's going to be a good one, I feel. I'm joined by my co-caster, the People's Whisper. We're also going to get a new caster in to replace me for this match, Roguefire. So what's up?
Yeah, you're on mic. We're going to have Roguefire, he's just jumping on Skype. He's our bad boy top laner from PFF, so he should be able to give us insight to that top lane. Yo, what up, Brad? It's good to have you on the stream. So looking forward to having him on. He's my own personal teammate, so it should be exciting to see us both shoutcasters. What up, lead singer NZ? What are the two teams playing in this next round, Scott?
GG Close Game versus Redemption Gaming. Redemption Gaming is the blue team this time, and GG Close Game is the purple team. And I'm just going to double check to make sure that I haven't got it wrong. And no, I am correct. Blue team and purple team, respectively, Redemption and GG Close Game.
And it's one of the bands the same. We've seen Vayne Band out early. I quite like the Vayne Band out. Get rid of that hero. Absolute nuisance.
It means you can play other champions, like, because if they don't pick Caitlyn, you can pick Vayne. So you're gonna either see her every game, or she's gonna be banned out, and she's been chosen to be banned out, which I guess is absolutely fine. Would you like me to add Roguefire to the call now?
Yes, add Roguefire to the call. Well, alright, he's just having a bit of trouble. We'll just hold up, we'll get back in soon.
That's alright, we're still in Champions League. So the bans have been Zac, Thresh, and Cassidy, Rumble, Vayne, and Blitzcrank. And I have a feeling that these are targeted. I think the Cassidy ban is probably a good idea. The past two games, we've just seen absolutely huge Cassidy play. He is one of those hyper carries. Once he gets going, you can't really stop him very effectively. He's high roam, high damage, absolutely no sustain at all, but it doesn't really matter when he can one-shot every single one of your team.
Do you think that RG is planning on using a cast of mid-hero then, and they want to remove the Cassidy because it'd be a strong counter, or do you think they just don't want to deal with the beast that has been Cassidy in this tournament?
It could be a little bit of both. Banning out Cassidy means you can play a more traditional mage. It also means that you can play someone like Ashe that doesn't really have a good time against Cassidy. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a traditional mage. We could also see another AD assassin like a Zed or a Talon or something like that. It'll be good to see. So there's been a Lissandra locked in, and you can play Lissandra top lane or in the jungle or even bot lane if you're doing a 1v2. So it'll be cool to see. So Janna and Ashe have been locked in. So that's a pretty high engaged team already we're seeing from GG Close Game. Explosive has locked in the Ashe, and we're going to see some Enchanted Crystal Arrow business. It's going to be good.
Ashe's been super popular today as well. We saw it picked up earlier.
Yeah, we did. We've also got Nami soft locked, and we talked a little bit about that last game, how Nami is just in a great place at the moment. She offers everything you'd want support to offer, and she does it in spades, really.
Yeah, Nami's super popular on the old support. Good on the offense, good on the defense.
Yeah. I think we're getting a bit of an echo. Is someone running the stream in the background on your mic?
Yeah, we're just trying to get Roguefire up on the stream. He's having a problem with the headset, and it's coming out the laptop at the moment.
Alright guys, so what I'll do is I'll mute my mic now and pass you over. So good luck in the game, and good luck to both teams, and I'm out.
Alright. We're just having trouble getting my other shoutcaster on, so it's just me at the moment. People saying they hate Nami versus Draven. Nami's such a strong support. I'm not surprised to see her picked up. We'll see her picked up a lot this tournament in the odd support role. Janna, also a classic support, coming out. The Greg Call's coming out. Thanks, guys. I'm interested to see these next two picks from GG. It's going to be looking like they're thinking about the Elise, most likely going top. No, Elise and Shen, so it's going to be the jungle Elise. Top Shen, I believe. And I've just lost my duocaster, sorry, trying to get him sorted out. Tried the volume. Sorry everybody, having the old problems with the headset. They're just going to lock in these two picks here. Oh, classic. Plug the headphones jack into the mic. Well done. This is our top laner coming in. It's mid-Jana and support Shen just for fun. Good call, man. 696969. Don't think it's going to be, but you never know. They could be the new meta coming out. It would be exciting to see. That is for sure. Nami jungle. Hilarious call. We also see the Caitlyn. Strong ADC pick up there. Caitlyn, Nami. Definite good bot lane. We are the help. Helmville gets the Ashe and an awesome pick. I hope they lock in the Zeraf. Love Zeraf. Be really cool to see. Which would be probably meaning Lysandra would run top, Zeraf would be mid. Pretty AP heavy lineup coming from those people. They do have Jarvan in the jungle and the Caitlyn to bring out the attack damage. This should be alright. Are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Alright, good to have you here. How are you, Kieran?
Oh, good. A few technical difficulties, but they're all the way.
Oh, well, it's good to have you on now. Have you seen the picks? So we've got coming out from the blue team, we got Jarvan, Nami, Lysandra, Zeraf, and Caitlyn. And it looks like it's going to be versus Jana, Ashe, Shen, Elise, and I don't believe that Teemo is going to be locked in. But if it is, it'd be great to see the old sneaky Teemo pick. But I think they're just playing around with us.
Yeah. It could possibly be a jungle Shen, but I don't know, more likely to be Elise.
And how do you find... do you believe it's going to be Lysandra top versus the Shen?
I guess so. To be honest, I haven't seen too much of it, aside from, I believe Volve played that in one of the PAX qualified tournaments. Just, I haven't seen too much of that in the top lane. What about you?
No, that's the main game that I think of, but that didn't work out too well because he came across the old Nami support lane swap. So we'll see if they're going to play a similar way to counter it here. But I do like this last pickup, Orianna. I know you're a fan too. Orianna mid, powerful,
Yep.
powerful farmer, good for setting up those team fights, powerful ultimate, and that Powerball, that ball in general, absolute nuisance.
Chucking that ball onto an Elise repelling into a team is always strong as well. You can just set up the Ariana ult from miles away. It's always good fun.
That is definitely true. Did not think of that. Does the ball follow the repel? Can you repel up and back down and keep the ball on you?
I'm pretty sure it does.
So,
I do play Elise all the time, so...
if any of you ults know, does the ball stay on you, repel up and back down? I'd love to know that.
Because I haven't played with too many Arianas, but I think we did in a game the other night and it worked out alright.
Well, let's hope it does, because it'll definitely be a strong initiate, as you said, and you can get right in there and land right on the target you want to hit on that ultimate.
But I'm just gonna consult one of the PFF mid players who plays a lot of Ariana. I'll be back shortly. We'll see what he says about it.
Okay, looks like no one knows. What about a residential mid player doesn't know either?
Oh, this could be jungle shit. Okay, cool.
I think you may have muted your mic, Kieran. Are you back, Kieran? I think you might push the button on the back of your headset. Alright, sorry about this, guys. We're back in soon. Are you here?
Alright, am I back?
Alright, back. We should have any more technical problems after that.
Okay.
It's okay, Greg. You can talk. Thank you, I did try.
Looks like Zero's gonna pick up Cleanser. Okay, so maybe the Ashe Hour. Shen taunt.
And it's actually going to be the jungle Shen, top piece.
Yeah, it's should be cool.
How do you think the Elise versus Lysandra would work out in the lane? Do you know much?
I think Elise, she can do a ton of burst damage just by, dropping the standard Elise combo. She's still pretty broken at the moment before they change that repel. Lysandra has that gap closer and her escape mechanism, but
Yeah, a lot of people thought that repel changed. What a changes that they've done to it?
they're changing repel because currently how it works is you can repel actually slightly out of the range of where their circle is, which is real annoying for some people, but it's awesome if you play Elise like I do. But yeah, obviously it's sort of unintended, so they're taking that out. And they're also changing They're also changing the spiderlings, the way they work. Once you repel into people now, before spiderlings came down first, they take tower aggro if you wanted to dive someone, and they changed that now so the spiderlings come down after you. So it just means it's going to make those tower dives a little bit harder.
Yeah, they constantly nerfing Elise because she's such a powerful hero. You see in the pro game, she's still picked and banned so frequently. Dominant top and dominant in the jungle was so tricky. It's such a painful hero to deal with, especially because of that escape mechanism within the repel.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just waiting for this game to start. It should be fun.
The painful 3-minute wait. We're nearly through it though. The game should be up soon, hopefully.
Yeah, not too far now.
I'm surprised at how much popularity Ash has picking up recently. People like an Arrow initiate. She had lost one of the favors since like season 1. We hadn't really seen him played much at all. But
I guess people just putting a lot more value, as you say, in that Ash, the arrow initiation just from nowhere. And Nami as well has been played a lot support recently. I think the change to her Q there, her bubble, just really put her where she needed to be.
yeah, she always seemed like she was going to have potential when she was released, but then never really made it. Wasn't really up there, and all of a sudden a couple of tweaks and that hero is super popular. Looks like we're going to hit up the local screen now. And we do the commando tab now. So as far as go, we got Commando Jarvan coming out. Do love it. Do love that big sword he has. I reckon it's his coolest skin. Also takes 1 less damage from the Oceanic. Luckily they're not missing those. That's it's not coming out. The other skin will be Caitlyn, another classic. TPA Morgana coming. Surgeon, Amethyst, that's the Furious Jump. The coolest skins we had last game. I'm sad not the big fire of a Seraph coming.
Yeah, it's 4 skins to 1 for blue team. Wait, purple team.
Alright, sorry.
Wait, no, 2.
My mic's cutting out. I'll try and make it more stable for you guys. Alright. Just take over for a bit, just say what's happening.
Alright, People's List will be back in a minute. Just sorting out his, like, some technical difficulties again. Alright, looks like we're into the game now. Really? Apparently Science has found ways to stop light for a minute and code information into it, so sort of information for you guys on the stream.
Alright, I'm
Anyway,
not too strong with my mic. Apparently it sounds like I'm running around my microphone. I assure you I'm not. But hopefully we can fix it and it sounds alright.
And we've got blue team pinging for an invade on red here. And Ash seems to be heading in that direction, maybe to check the scout.
And it looks like both players have opted to go for that mana regen and instead going for the extra wards. They just want that protection early on. No one wants to have the lane get snowballed against. Looks like they're going for the really big aggressive invade on red. Purple do know, I believe, because they're standing on a ward, it seems.
Yeah, it looks like they may have stopped the recalls.
But yeah, just passive start from both teams. We got the invade happening, but they can't find it. Here we go though. Ash and Gunner need to be careful here. They don't want to run straight in, but I believe they know the team's there. So they're just hanging around, seeing what they can do. It is going to be a lane.
They go for the steal.
Yep, they're going straight for steal, but Ash and stuff's around. Ash is going to start making it a bit more difficult. They believe their lane's something to send them top against Lysandra. That is what we saw happen against Wolf. And he did struggle with the 1v2, but they did have a more aggressive Nami. They did steal that red first. Red's going to go to Jarvan. He's going to be happy with that and just make his way to the blue. So we're going to find out, how's the 1v2 potential coming out of Elise, Karen? What do you find there?
sorry about that, Mike is muted again. At least level 1 really has nothing. I mean, she can chuck 1 Q down, but she really needs to get about level 3 or 4. So maybe she can get a bit of help from the jungler, throw off a stun, try and get some damage onto that Kate or that Nami early on. But for now, she just has to sit back and farm. Like, you'll probably see that Kate and Nami push really, really hard.
Yeah, it's one thing Caitlyn's well known for, her Siege potential, and she is going to use that while Elise is on the low levels. It seems that Lissandra also is struggling to hold off this 1v2 lane while Ash puts pressure on, but definitely more damage to that tower coming out from the Caitlyn. In the meantime, both the topless just farming. Jarvan's picked up both the red buffs, so he's removed the opportunity for Shen to have one at this time. So Shen will be a little bit behind. He's level 2, Jarvan is level 4, so he has got that big lead up on the Shen. That was what they got for their early invade. So that risk definitely paid off.
We see Shen actually coming down for a lane gank possibly, if he can sneak into that brush. I know he's just going to run on and get spotted by Kate and Nami.
Just relieving pressure, but trying to take a bit of damage from the tower probably. But in the meantime, that's just going to be a lane swap. Both Jarvan's still having a good time creeping. Probably wants to get his ult as quick as he can. Bit of tower damage going out to that top tower now on these 1v2 lanes. Both these ADC support lanes going to want to rush these towers as quick as they can. I get these first tier towers down.
And Shen's actually done quite well there. You see, that turret's on half HP, but at least it's getting up to level 3. Once she gets around level 4, you might see them go for a gank.
Yeah, they really don't want to lose that tower first. They want to try and keep it up so they can swap back their lanes most likely if they can pick off this top tower. But they're struggling there too. Jarvan's rotated up there to give a bit of help to the Syndra. And the bubble's going to go off bot. It's going to hit both Elise and Shen, but I don't think it'll be enough. Just putting out a bit of harassment.
Actually,
and here we go.
Up in top lane, now that's flash down for Ash. Jarvan coming in with the flagpole there. Nice slash to get away there.
Well, they'll be happy to at least burn that. But in the meantime, the game's still 0-all, so their first blood gold's still up for grabs. We're going to see where the aggression's going to come from. But at the moment, both teams just seem very happy to enjoy this lane swap and just farming up on the 80 carries.
Yep, and we see just Shen's just happy to stick around bot there. She has to make sure with Elise, just as long as he can keep that turret alive.
And she actually going to get the ult off here, hitting the Caitlyn. The bubble's going to come up, hitting them both those. They're going to take a bit of damage from this. But Caitlyn goes down to the half now. Shen's going to back out. The headshot's ready, but it won't do enough. They'll back out. They'll just continue pushing. And that's Sustain. The Sustain coming out of Nami, showing her defensive qualities, really keeping Caitlyn alive to keep harassing. In the meantime, Lissandra's tower's below half now, taking a lot of damage from the siege. So both those towers going down. Interesting to see which one will go down first, but it should be rather close.
Yeah, it looks like if Shen sticks around, it looks like Ash and Janna might get this next creep wave. But, just have to see. At least still sort of hovering around here. But, oh, nice bubble from Nami.
And she's getting slowed by her passive, oh, not her passive, but her,
nice stun. That's what it is.
And here comes the
here we go.
Been a bit of trouble here. There is the barrier come down and possibly ignite. The first blood call coming out, but she might survive. She's on the, she will just survive. Now Elise could be in a bit of trouble. She's going to get out of there.
That was really unfortunate from Elise there. Like, she wasted her repel when she didn't need to. Could have just used it for damage and repelled after to get that first flood. So, really, you know, Elise won't be happy. They're forced to use Flash as well at the very ends. Maybe didn't have to.
And if picking up that kill really would have made it worse, Shen investing all that time bot as well, getting that first blood and keeping that tower up. So they'll be really upset they didn't get that. You got a good taunt off. It looks like the tower top's going to go down now. So it is Ash and Janna who are going to get that first tier tower. We'll see if they plan on rotating back. Looks like Nami Kate are actually interested in going top themselves. They're now rotating up there. Jarvan's holding bot by himself. So we're going to see a few lane switching go on. They're going to try find their feel into this merch, try find their stock. The Sandra's going to go in on here. We got the follow-up. Caitlyn is here. You see a flash come on to Janna to dodge Caitlyn's Q. And it looks like it's going to disengage. They're happy with the tier 1 tower. They don't want to force the 2v3. Probably a smart decision. And Kate's just going to enjoy farming this lane for now.
Yeah, and if we have a look at Shen versus the Jarvan here, the Shen's done a really good job of just sort of keeping up on levels, basically keeping up on farm with the Jarvan, and still managing to protect that turret for a long, long time.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job rotating that Shen down there, helping him with that 1v2. At least wasn't able to do it itself low levels. It did hinder their ganking potential, but the score is still 0-0, and they have taken the first tower, so they should be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, no, if we look at Shen's XP here as well, he seems to be about one big jungle camp, possibly two after getting to level 6, and that's just going to open up a whole lot of ganks to their team as well.
That is definitely true. I do like this Seraph, but you might have a hard time as Orianna though. She can really dominate and farm up that lane, but it looks like the mid lane, both just happy to get levels, get some creeps. There's a lot more CS in the Orianna. That doesn't surprise me, but Seraph can be an absolute nuisance later game, especially on the defense. We're going to see Jarvan jump in here, actually, but he isn't going to be able to do much.
I think we see Shen here just pick up his red. He's really trying to get that level 6. Oh, there we go. He's got it right now.
So blue team needs to be careful. Right at the moment, they won't know he's level 6. They might have a rough idea he's close, but this could give him a potential to surprise them with a sudden ult.
And Ash has picked up level 6 as well, so we might see them go for an arrow onto that Nami, perhaps even in the Caitlyn, followed up by a Shen ult.
Yeah, that long-range initiate proven to be really popular this tournament. Haven't seen much play of Ash, but she's definitely picking up with this meta. People are really starting to enjoy that initiate that she brings to a team comp. In the meantime, we see Blue going to Orianna. She's going to definitely love that. It's going to help her be able to farm her lane a lot more and be a lot more destructive in that mid lane. So she's going to enjoy that blue buff and get back to mid now. Try to get her farm up. Try hold the Xerath back as she's been doing. And we're just going to wait to see where this first blood play is going to come from.
Yeah, now we see Lissandra up against Elise in that lane, so I'm interested to see how that goes. We see Lissandra with the Chalice there, so that's going to help her out a little bit against Elise.
Sandra does have an extra 10 CS, 11 CS up as well, so she's done a little bit better on the 1v2 in that sense. However,
Yeah, she's got that 70 magic resist, and Elise still hasn't picked up any of her magic pen items, so...
we're going to see Nami get here. She's been
there we go down bot.
Go down.
Oh, and there's first blood.
Up the first blood. So not used for the initiate, but the solve the kill, the guarantee the kill. Shen didn't use his ultimate either. He just rotated down there, so that's still up to use. But they have picked up first bloods. They're going to be happy there. The jungle Shen. We thought it was going to be Elise, but they surprised us with the Shen, and it's working out. Help them in that 1v2. Jarvan's going to go in though. Doesn't like the D warning coming out of Shen, but he's just going to back off. He can't do anything there. And well done. So Purple team picking up an early lead. It's a good game.
Yeah, we see a really nice pink ward there on the tri-bush as well. Just they've got really good vision. A ward down at Dragon, which blue team's really got nothing there.
Elisa, she gets it done, and she's going in with this Lissandra. She's defensively running range. She's getting top over, but Elisa isn't going to follow this up. She's just happy with a bit of harassment. She knows if she goes too far forward, she'll get jumped on by the jump. She doesn't know that he's just at the moment got his red, and looks like he's going to start rotating bot. So Elisa is actually continuing to push up that lane. She's going to get aggressive. And yeah, just still really defensive. Both teams don't really have a way to open this up. You'll see the rest now. They want this mid lane. They want this to be under down. And Jarvan is.
Jarvan ult him.
It's just like Sandra's here, so we're going to open with the Xerath as well. That pops instantly. All that spam is going to come down.
That's just a world of pain all brought onto mid there. You see Jarvan followed up by Xerath, by Lissandra, and now they're going to take advantage of this and look to push mid turret. Elise might be able to stop this if she gets her in time, but it's a bit of a risk.
Yeah, she would be going in 1v3, so she's just going to put in her little spider and walk out. She doesn't want to go in on that. So that might, it looks like it is going to be the mid tower down. That was definitely a good pickup that they needed. The score's not just 1-for-1, so the jungles is both having a successful game each. And Shen's teleporting on the Janna bot. The arrow hits, so they're going to get this. It's most likely Caitlyn does go down. That arrow really pulling it off, and the Shen jumping up to have that up. So now Nami's going to back up too. They're not going to tower dive her. Mid tower does go down in the meantime though, so that's definitely going to open up the map for the blue team.
Yeah, and then we see again that Ash arrow push. Shen, I mean, just Shen or Shen's ult. So strong. Actually, they might pick up Janna out of position here, force the flash over the wall. I think she's going to go down. Oh no, actually she's fine. Shen and Ash have got her back.
Yeah, looks like the purple team recalling now. Both teams being careful. There's only 200 goal difference, so I think both teams can feel it's really close. I've just noticed this explosive on the Ash. I really like this player. He's a really good player. He comes to our Thursday event, and I've seen him dominate with mid-rises, so it's cool to see him on the ADC of the Ash, and those initiate arrows have been useful for him. He's actually picked up 2 kills, I believe. Yes, so he's got a bit bigger than the Caitlyn, 6 CS behind, but those 2 kills definitely put him in the lead. So things are looking good for him.
He looks to be building that straight infinite edge as well. It's just going for that damage. So you see, it's still a reasonably close game after 12 minutes. The blue team's picked up that mid turret to even up the turret score.
They're actually just 100 gold difference between the two. So it's very close. Dragon could make big impacts here. Really good Sonata coming up with Janna. They're going to fight though. They're not afraid of the damage. Dodges the bubble, which is really good. They could have taken him out.
Yeah, that was close.
Those headshots on Caitlyn can really hurt.
And we see Lisa up there just farming away for now. And blue team's actually pinging Dragon. They may be making a play for it here.
Zeref is there in the Dragon pit. He does not know he's standing right on a ward, but he doesn't seem to care either. They're just keen to go for the Dragon. They've got the position. They've got the heroes here. There's 4 here. There goes the pink ward. So they've now dewarded it. Purple will know they're there, but they won't know what's happening.
Oh, we see Oriana and Shin coming in there, and Asher are going down.
It's going to go. Purple team picks it up with Shin stealing it, I believe. And here we go. The damage coming out. Jana's straight down to Kate, but there we go. Shin taking out Jarvan. Pretty hectic. Shin can get in there though. If you could taunt, it could really stuff. The bubble though hits up. Ash flashing again the volley. She wants to slow. There we go. Oriana picking up the Nami. They're chasing the Zeref.
Get away.
He's going to turn around. He wants to put the damage out. He is going to go down here. Explosive on the killing spree. Picking up another kill. Caitlin's going to be careful, but she wants to try to see if she can pick one. She almost could if she could get her spells off, but she hasn't got much mana. So she's going to chase. She got Lysandra here now, but you've always got to be careful they don't just turn and pump her out. So that was really good. Really well done by the purple team. They took the dragons. They actually stole it with that Shin, I believe, which is really well done. And they picked up a few kills. So now the lead's swinging 2k difference from 100 and that quick dragon engagement. So really good for them to contest the dragon and not just let it go. So they managed to steal, managed to pick a few kills, and they'll be really happy with that.
Yeah, they did that really, really well, because it looked like it might be a 2v4, 2v4 or even a 3v4, but that Ash arrow came down at exactly the right time, followed up by the Oriana ult. I mean, it did actually hit the Nami, so not the best target, but still, I mean, anything else in those situations.
They rocked them a little bit and really turned that fight. So that was really good, really well played. 3-0 now exclusive on that Ash, so he's getting the kills. The money's going the right place, so we can expect that Infinity Edge to be up soon and the damage to really be pumping, but it's not over. Caitlyn definitely can still go toe-to-toe with Kate. Caitlyn is a very powerful champion, really good range and good spells to assist her, so it's still extremely open. 2k difference exactly.
I think we should definitely give some props to Crumpet Yo on his jungle Shen here. It's 1-0-4, he's been part of every single kill for Purple Team, and he stole that dragon. Just really big plays from him.
Yep, and he managed to do a good idea to help save that bot tower, giving them the strength in that lane swap, actually doing the right decision to assist bot. So he's actually played a really strong jungler on this Crumpet Yo. So yeah, really good call, giving him the props.
If we have a look up top here, Elise actually pulled just a hidden CS, about a 10 CS lead there. So
and she was actually down by 10 CS when they first lane swapped. So she's definitely doing really well then to turn that deficit. We'll see bot tower go down here by explosive. He is going to pick it up and then start putting the damage on Kate. Kate's turning though. Jarvan's coming. Jarvan is going to jump on. He's got explosive. He's going to put the ult. Explosive is trapped.
Comes down.
So Shen's in there too. It's something changes, but no, Ash is going now. It's taking too much damage. It's addicted on this J4. He's still chasing. He's going to get Jana with the flag. So that's 2 kills for nothing and the Shen ulti, so they'll be happy there. Up top we have Zeref chasing this Oriana. He's not afraid, but he is going to be careful. The Sandra is there, but this is quite an aggressive fight for him. Shen jumps in, the Sandra jumps in. She's going to throw her ult out. She's going for the Oriana. Oriana's got to back up. They've got to be careful, but they're right by the tower. Go anyway.
And they're going to back off on this there. Like, I think they might try dive Kate has ult up, but I don't. Oh, she does have ult up, not the mana though.
In the meantime, though, Lisa's still putting a lot of pressure top. She's still big there. Jarvan's trying to deal with her. They are going to try to push the tower. They are going to get it. So that's going to be both tiers down from bot. Tier 1's down. And the only tier 1 tower left is mid, the blue team.
We see Elise circling around behind Xerath here. This could actually go very, very badly for Xerath. Can she land stun? Land stun and Ash arrow.
That's explosive for you. Big playmaker. Hits the Xerath. That's the free kill. Well done, Ash. Really working out.
Actually, the stun's kind of hit at the same time there, Elise and Ash, but it's kind of cool to see 2 skill shots at once. I mean, well done.
Just showing that they've got depth in their squad that they can do it.
Purple team just flaunting it here a little bit.
But there still is actually just like 1,000 gold difference. Still really close anyone's game. They're going to try to get on this mid tower, the last tier tower. I do believe they're going to get it. Caitlyn trying to put out a bit of harassment, but that Jana shield on the Shen just too much.
I think we're about to see a big damage fight from Elise soon as well. Once she picks up those magic, the sorcerer's boots and possibly even a giant spell. Let's see how much gold she has here. In fact, she may even just sell her crystalline flask and go straight for Rylas.
We'll see if you're right. Yeah, she isn't going to do.
Oh wait, my gold might be off slightly actually.
Just
Oh, needlessly large. Okay. Straight damage.
She's getting. She's feeling confident. She's in the zone. She just wants to get bigger. In the meantime, that Shen's trying to get some levels. Asia's in the jungle. Jarman's coming back in. Maybe he can make some impact play. Jungler versus jungler. Caitlyn just getting some nice farm up bot. She wants to get big. She's just freezing that lane. Happy to farm. Happy to take it late.
So he's at least not going for one of those standard sort of Rylai's Leandri's builds, going straight for that needlessly large. I like it. Good confident play.
Hey, if it works out, it works out. And he's feeling confident. He knows he can pull it off. So I like to see a player who believes in himself, because that's where the big plays are made. Risky plays.
I guess they do have Lissandra, Xerath, and Kate, 3 really squishy targets, and Nami as well to a degree, so he might just think I can just destroy someone instantly, make turns fight to a 4v5 and then repel away.
We are going to see the arrow hit Nami again as she's got her Oracle. She wanted to do some dewarding, but instead she gets called out, instantly killed. You've really got to be careful. That arrow can just come and hit you from anywhere, especially if the warding's good. If you have good vision, you can really set it up. So there they get another free kill, and if they keep picking up kills like that, they're just going to extend their lead. However, the lead is still only just a little bit over 2k, so it's still very open. And with Purple feeling really comfortable, you feel like they know what they're doing, and they're feeling strong. Though Blue definitely still in it, and they got some good defensive heroes in Lissandra and in Xerath. Xerath can stand back and be really hard to push against. He doesn't want to be forward. If he just plants up, he can really harass these guys from a distance.
Oh, we see John go again, Blue initiate. Oh no. I think we will see Purple Team try and push hard here. Nami has respawned, so they may back off and just split push again. I think they'll be a little bit disappointed they didn't get more damage on that mid turret there.
Yeah, they do have set
Here comes Jarvan. Very, very nice initiate from Jarvan and Xerath there. Well done. Oh, Sandra following that up as well.
Picked up that explosive, that carry they wanted to take. That's really well done, and its trap hits the Elise. Doesn't get hit by the Jarvan. She's going to get out of there, but really well played. The score's now 6-7. Really closed up the gap. There we go, Blue Team. That's what they needed. They needed a good fight to go their way. They found the chance to initiate with that Jarvan. Really powerful. And now they get the dragon. The game's straight up evened out in gold, 27.4 to 27.8. So really well done by the Blue Team. They have a team that can turtle. They've got really good defense in this draft, good defense into the Lissandra, and with Kate with her range, she doesn't need to be too far in. They can stand back and are hard to push against. So Purple Team's got to be careful when it comes to when they decide to push towers down.
Yeah, I really like that play from the Blue Team there. Like, they had the wards to set up that kill, and we saw, like, as soon as the Jarvan went in, the Xerath turned instantly and landed his ult as soon as he got that knockup. Just really, really good teamwork, and it paid off, and they got 2 kills. And also, the Shen ult was up that fight. He obviously decided that he wasn't going to save anyone. If he ulted in, he'd just die as well. So, probably a good call for him just to keep pushing top, leave it be.
Yeah, it does take a lot. You can have Shen players who will jump into anything, but in this top level in competitive play, you need to be smart when you do jump in with your Shen. So maybe a wise decision for him not to use it then and to just let his teammate fall. In the meantime, we just see a lot of dewarding. You see Oracles being a lot more popular since the change that you don't lose it when you die. Even with the minute lost on the overall timer, still becoming way more popular now because you can just clear. Nami now actually doing some dewarding as we speak. Jana also has her Oracles. So the ward game coming out. Vision really important, especially with these arrows.
They may have actually noticed at Elise's spot, and they might... Oh no, they're just going to clear a little bit here. But Elise is a long, long way away from that Baron if they did decide to start it. Oh no, Kate's going bot as well, so... We're not going to see too much going on here. Just ward clearing from both teams.
Yeah, I think a really good thing about Vision this game with this Ashe arrow is, one, they want to see where the enemy is so they can initiate on these arrows, get these free kills. But the other team also wants to see the arrows coming. So with this long range stun initiate, Vision becomes really important. Xerath's trying to get a stun here. He's going to get it with his ult. Jarvan's going to go straight in. Jhin actually seeing the Janna. Really well played.
Very nice Janna ult as well there to save us. So, oh no, she didn't actually ult at all. It's just Jhin.
Yeah, they did ult coming from the Xerath though. They get the free kill, and there's that arrow, but he is going to cleanse it and get straight out of there, dodging the taunt as well. But now Elise going on him. This fight is extremely split. Elise is chasing Xerath. Nami's being chased down by Shen. And we see Lissandra getting actually beaten up one by one by the ADC. She's going to sneak off into the jungle. But with a team like this, with Xerath, you don't want to be caught like this. You don't want a hectic split fight. You want to be nicely grounded and in your zone. Orianna ult coming out. That's going to be the Jarvan going down to explosive. And now they're going to keep chasing Shen though. He's going to take a lot of damage on this turret. Maybe a little bit too confident there. Going to have to back up, but he's going to be alright. They picked 2 kills for nothing. and that was really well played. You've got to be careful. Zero, if he's in the right position, is extremely strong, but called out running away like that, he can't do a lot. He's not too good when running backwards, and they called him out like that. That's why they chased him. They split the team, disorganized, and then the pain came out. So the moment we got a 2k head start up on the purple team, they're feeling confident, but as we've seen, these fights can go either way. Lots of bigging out. Lysandra here coming up to get the Ash. Explosive's got to be careful. Lysandra is going to go for it. It's taking a bit of damage, but with her ult, the barrier comes out. It's actually really close. The crit's coming up from Ash. Ash actually going to turn it. Ash wins it and survives. I thought she was dead then, but Explosive feeling confident in the damage he can put out, surviving and actually winning that fight 1v1. Really impressive play by Ash. I thought he was a goner. So I have to say congratulations to him. Really smart play, really confident play. That's the confidence coming out from this purple team. And now we're going to see it again, but it's Caitlyn versus Elise this time. Can Caitlyn replay it? Elise is actually going to run. She's seen what happens when you mess with ADCs. It can hurt, so she's going to decide to back out of that one. Caitlyn's going to go back too. Still a very close open game. These supports are going crazy with their warding and their counter warding. They're all over the map, just always trying to make sure they can see that vision. And I have lost my Duocaster, but he will be coming back, I believe. I think his laptop's just turned off.
Hey man, and that might be my cue to come and help you up.
It might be me or two to come and help me out because we're having some problems with Kieran's computer, sadly.
Alright guys, welcome back. The score is 6-10, 32k to 35k, so there's definitely a slight advantage in favor of GG Close Gaming. Close game. Against Redemption Gaming. So this game's been pretty good so far.
Just back in, Scott.
Karen's back?
I'm asking if you've been watching the whole game or you've just been...
I have been watching the entire game, so...
Yeah, it's been
everything so far.
It really looks like any team can win these fights. They're coming in. Whenever you feel like one team's got the upper hand, the other team seems to rock the team. This is quite a fun game. Really back and forward. It's always really close. They keep that gold cap always like within reach to change, which is really important. Whenever a team falls behind, they stay in. They stay in the game, and it's really open. They are going to see them push up on this mid tier 2 tower, but Purple's going to actually come rotate in from behind. So they're going to be careful here. They are going to get this tower, though. They might just disengage and enjoy it for free. Everyone has free tower. Here comes an arrow. Hitting the Jarvan. Elise is going to put a bit of damage on that, but unfortunately, I don't think that was the target they wanted. Zeref's going to try root up, but he is going to back up. Another stun goes on the Jarvan. He's going to be careful. He's taking a bit of damage here, but he is the one they want. Here comes that Shin. Come on. 4 from Oriana as well. Here comes the cleanup, but there's massive damage coming out. Shen's now in trouble. The blue team really spitting out that damage. Double kill on a Zeref. Here he goes, gets another triple kill. When Zeref gets in the right spot, you've got to be careful. He can really split out the damage. What seemed like an amazing initiate from Shen really turned around badly, and Oriana could be in trouble here. They both could be. Zeref comes out, sticking out big damage. Caitlyn picks up one, and oh my god, Elise does get the kill, but will die as well. Blue team really open it up 2 for 5. It looked amazing by Shen, but just Lysandra and Zeref really in the right spot to spit out heaps of damage. I don't think they wanted that arrow to hit Jarvan. I think that's where that went wrong for them and rocked them a bit. And those 2 AP heroes really got to set themselves up and spit out the damage.
That's just the thing. I was about to say as soon as I entered, but we got into the action. Neither team has a bulwark yet. And oh my god, do they need one. When you're against a double AP comp, that should be the item you rush. You shouldn't leave it till later. You need it straight away. It gives bonus MR to your entire team. Completely invaluable. It's one of the hardest statistics in the game to get. There's really bad itemization when it comes to magic resistance. And they don't have a bulwark.
And they need it, especially.
They need it so bad.
I love Zeref as a hero, and if he just gets that binding chains, that mage chains, if he just even hits his arcade range, he can spam 3 and pop out a hero. He can really pick a dude off. If he's in the right position, he's just got to root. If you've got him running, he's bad. But if he's in his zone, if he's happy sitting, he's going to bring out the hits, and I think that's what happened.
And that is exactly what happened. Shen got a beautiful 4-man taunt off, but it just didn't matter. Zeref and Lysandra put out so much pure DPS. It's not mitigated by resistances. Nobody has an MR item on the map. It's just not a good place at the moment for GG Close Game. They're in a bad spot. Redemption Gaming really brought themselves back in that last team fight. They picked up 3 or 4 kills. They got an objective off it. Just really solid play. And now Nami is picked up in Oracles, is taking map control. She actually didn't spot Okay.
The ward at the back.
They have
They are going to
the
come
back.
get it now.
Alright.
Nami and Jana have actually been really going hard on these oracles in counter warding. It seems to be the real buzz for supports right now that they have changed their oracles. Maybe that's why the bulwark's been put back, because they're concentrating so much on trying to remove wards.
I feel it's weird. In the next patch, Bulwark is actually not going to be an item anymore. Aegis is going to build into Locket of the Iron Solari, which to me doesn't make sense. But we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, I
changing
did like the
item.
idea of having to choose between the two. Maybe part of the problem is now that it's becoming much more of a jungler item. The jungler seems to be picking up the Aegis while the support has to deal with this whole counter-warding, de-warding biz. And with the junglers picking up less gold in general, it is becoming just a lot more common to go for the build Jarvan's actually gone. Just the spirit of the ancient golem followed up by the Aegis. That's the common cookie cut build. You're seeing Shen go the exact same thing actually. So that's quite popular in the jungle. Maybe that's why they're focusing on those changes now.
Maybe, yeah. Like I have a lot of respect for what they do. I don't like change.
I'm the same with you.
I like
always
where the game is at the moment, so.
It's like my Zeref rebuild. I'm not looking forward to it, but who knows? I might like the hero more.
Yeah. Honestly, they're probably gonna do good work, but at the moment I'm a little bit iffy, so. That's alright though. Alright, and it does look like it's gonna be a Baron dance for a little bit. Oracles have been purchased. They're on the Jana and they're on the Nami, and they both have a couple minutes left on their oracles, so it's gonna be a pretty long Baron fight. Now, when you're in the situation, what you want to do is you want to wake up the Baron.
Yes, just like Explosive has done there to annoy the Nami. And if your supporter is de-warding, do not wake up the Baron. Don't be that guy. Nothing is more
If you wake
frustrating.
up the Baron, he'll start hitting the support, and it does so much damage. It really does make a difference. So, if you're in that position, wake up the Baron and be that guy. It's really frustrating to see.
Yeah, you'll know it if you play support Blitzcrank. It is super frustrating because you're trying to de-ward that Baron and you keep waking him up.
Yeah, that is annoying. I've actually seen someone steal a kill with Blitz passive though, so steal Baron buff with Blitz passive.
Apparently lots of people telling me the new Zeref is amazing. Maybe I should stop being critical then, but I like Zeref. I like him how he is. If we're sneak at this game, he can be super effective.
Good stuff. All right, and it sounds like we've got Rogue Fire back on, so I'm gonna step out again, and good luck for the rest of the game, guys.
Alright, thanks for jumping in, Scott.
No worries.
Hey, back in.
Yeah, as soon as I eat Lolo.
Alright, well, it's good to have you back. Just in the loading screen, so he should be on soon. I'm still by myself. Oh, People's Whisper.
I heard you talking about support Blitzcrank there. Remember our games? We play Blitz Twitch. Works out well.
Yeah, Blitz Twitch, super strong lane. Twitch picking up a lot of popularity too. People like to play him against Vayne. He can really punish Vayne early in that lane as well. And he's also got that hyper carry potential to shred through 5 teams. So I'm sure we'll see his Twitch at some point today. And I'll be excited to see it. In the meantime, this Dragon Dance is still happening. It's all about, the Baron Dance, sorry. Heroes be careful. Zeref gonna stick up the long range harass. Doing what he does best, just having fun with it. And Purple Team looking at that Baron. Surely they're not gonna do it, just de-warding. But here's what they want to do. They want to catch those AP champs out of position. If they can rock them in an out of position team fight, they can really turn it again for themselves. Bring themselves into the game. No, I don't say that. They are up in gold. It's still only 400 difference. There's a real close matchup between these two teams when it comes to gold. Always been just dancing around. It hasn't really been at any point past 3 or 4k, I believe. If it ever has, it hasn't been for long.
And both teams actually have very strong initiation as well. We see we've got Jarvan on RD in there who can just jump in and follow it up with Nami, Lissandra, Xerath, everything. On the other side we have if Elise lands a stun, then the whole team can just pile in. Orianna ult, Ashe ult, Shen taunt, so that's why these team fights are so fun to watch actually.
Yeah, I think that's why it takes so long for the team fights to happen as well, because both teams are worried for the right initiate, and that arrow only landed straight on that Caitlyn, it didn't though. Missing everyone just. They're going to be a little bit careful here. They know they're going to have to back off. There goes their long range initiate. As soon as they...
We see actually there's 2s on this Hourglasses on RD in here as opposed to just the one on Elise for CG. So I don't know, that'll probably impact team fights a little bit.
Yeah, definitely will. Hourglass definitely be a big changer in a team fight. Some heroes really depend on it to come out.
Especially when you consider Lissandra with the ult can basically have a double Tanya, so for about 5 seconds of invincibility, it's going to be quite strong.
But they just can't come up. They can't get up and siege this tower just yet. It isn't half health though, so they can slowly window it down. If they can get it up there into the tier 3, we'll be strong, but they're just going to get into this high ground. And that's what they're trying to work out now, how they can do it. Lissandra's tempted to jump in, but she's not. She's just throwing out the nuke. She's doing a bit of damage to the tower. Here goes the assassinate. They're actually going to take out Orianna straight away. J4 might go down too. Here comes the first one who's popping out. J4 is down, the bubble hitting, flips the tidal wave, but she's going to jump out in a powerful choice. But Zerov getting out, and now it's might be in trouble. This is what happened last time. They are going to take on Lysandra. Explosive's getting low. Caitlin's going to try to chase him up, but Caitlin actually getting picked out here. Well done by Explosive to get out. This is looking good for Purple Team. Zerov's going to flash, but he's going to get chased by Elise. Elise will take him down, I believe. Double kill to Elise. Shin now charging Nami, the last survivor for the team. The arrow unfortunately misses, and the taunt. Nami flashes. She is going to run, but they are going to take 4 for 1 here. A lot of them extremely low. Explosive nearly went down, but his near death actually baited in the Caitlyn to get killed. So he'll be really happy. And now Purple Team turn it in this back and forward game. Both teams really hard to push up into that tier 3 grounds. And that's the problem. They can really just stand up there and defend well. And the first team that really breaks through there and gets down that Nexus will have a good advantage.
Yeah, we saw Elise there just completely clean up that fight, just taking down kills from all over the place, which is what Elise is best at, you know, repelling and then flashing over the water chasers there to finish him off. So, that's why I really like that champion. And she has gone the Abyssal Scepter as well to help out that Orianna's damage and her own.
Yeah, probably a good idea. They need to watch out for that MR burst. They had it out again this time, but it wasn't enough. That Shen will be becoming rather tanky as well, I imagine. He has got that Bulwarks up. Bulwarks up on both teams. So they are going to have that extension MR protection now.
And we see both Janna and Ash so high HP there. And Ash actually picked up that Quicksilver Sash, which he did use in that fight, so it's quite a strong call.
And they actually going for it. The sneaky Baron straight away just charging there, putting all the heroes down. I don't think Purple's ready for this. No one's really near there except for Orianna. And I'm not too sure what she can do by herself. She might just do it. Zerov's actually going to try to zone her out. So they will assume that they're doing the Baron now. But the Baron's already at half health and the team isn't there. They're going to get there too late, I believe. So this is a really good time. Good opening scene by the blue team to just come and steal this Baron straight away. So they have got Baron buff uncontested and for free.
And that's really, really strong. I think they just recognized that Janna and Ash had spent too long getting back to base there, and if they could take out that one rush Baron, they could get right back in this game. And
Yeah.
once again, we see the gold's basically even. I mean, 1,000 gold at 35 minutes just doesn't really mean anything.
But now they're going to see if this Baron can help them push up into the high ground. I don't know if this is what they want to be doing. It didn't work out for them too well last time, but they do have the Baron buff. I just still don't see them breaking through, and I think they agreed. They're backing out. They know that high ground's just too hard to push right now. They need something else before they can get up there. They need to try and pick up some cool heroes. They're going to go look at the Dragon now. I don't think Zerov can do it by himself, though, the poor guy. But he is going to get some help. Jarvan's here now. And they look like they're going to get Dragon as well, uncontested. So they're trying to pull that gold lead away. They're still actually down by 1,000 gold, even though they got that Baron. So this is just closing up that gap. But as far as gold concerns, it's still extremely even game. 100 gold. Actually dead even at the moment. Now 100 gold difference. 4 towers aside. But there is a Baron up for the blue team.
Streams like 3 or 4 seconds.
Right, sorry, just had a little bit of troubles. We've got a faulty laptop causing us all sorts of troubles here, but we're trying to get through it, sorry. Okay. But we're back in. Scott, if you're watching, now's your cue to jump back in.
Alright, and OCG wait for it is back, and it looks like we're in the siege phase. So Baron buff has a couple minutes left. They have enough power at the moment to go right up and take this turret away. Xerath is pretty much considered. Oh, okay, here we go. The initiative is coming in. Lysandra pops over the wall with the W, fires the ult. Orianna ult and Jarvan ult completely eliminates both Shin and Ori. So.
And there, Caitlyn's putting out some bursts, but they're starting to focus here. She is exhausted too. That Elise going hard on the Caitlyn actually, putting out his Zonya's now. Nami's really low too, but they're just going to let her walk out. It goes to the tower, trying to get in the kill. Good defense. Looked like they almost broke through that tier 3. They're almost up on that high ground, but just not being able to break through that base defense.
And that was a really well-defended siege by GG close game. Basically what happens is, if they've got Baron buff, you don't want to fight at all. So you play in a defensive position, like they did, under a turret, and Lysandra and Jarvan got a little bit arrogant, they got a little bit cocky, and they came up over the wall, and they got punished for it so bad. I'm not sure why they didn't choose to siege throughout the long game using the Baron buff, because it does give you HP and mana regen, so they weren't forced to do that at all. They just got a little bit cocksure, and GG Close Game really punished them for it. Redemption Gaming making a slight mistake there. I'm not sure if it was a big enough advantage to bring GG Close Game back into it, but it's definitely evened the gold count. 55k to 55k. Even though the kills are 14 to 20, there have been so many more objectives picked up by Redemption Gaming that the gold is still so similar at the moment, and it really is anyone's game.
Yeah, they've picked up a few, they picked up the Baron, and they picked up a few dragons. The thing is, next time they do this push, even if it's that suicidal, they will get that tower down. However, have they given too much gold away in order to break that down? It's taken a few team fights to do so.
Yeah,
so it all depends, can they keep that pressure up, or if they swung it? Because once that tower goes down, it's going to be a lot harder for the purple team to defend, but they do have a strong defense up on that high ground.
Yeah, that's true. Ash has just picked up a Guardian Angel as well, which is so essential, considering that Xerath can pretty much one-shot her with a full combo of his Arcano Pulse and his Arcane Barrage. It does so much damage.
Especially if he hits his Mage Chains, managed to stun her as well. So she's standing there, taking all the damage. She would probably just get popped off immediately, you're right. So it is extremely helpful to have that GA just to stop the unfortunate times where you do get caught out as the
oh my
ADC.
god, they do have the Tifa as well. Jarvan and Lysandra are so good at hard initiating with Cataclysm and with Lysandra's Frozen Tomb, which locks someone down. So they have the ability to lock someone up, for sure.
Yeah, they definitely do, and we see the same problem. They're just struggling to get on that higher ground. They got the tower really low. Just a few more hits from Kate would definitely take it down. So that's what I imagine they're interested in doing, but Purple don't want to let them do it. They really want to defend this. If they could win the team fight, they could rock it. That's what they've been doing the last few times, but this tower really getting low. They should just siege it down. But they're going to initiate.
Wow.
That's what they needed. They needed to keep that tower. The Orianna onto it. We see everything coming out. Jarvan's right in there. Explosives. GA is going to pop him back up because he did get picked like we were talking about. He's back up now. They take out the Jarvans. This has been really good. Really good GA pick up. A double kill going up to Xerath. Elise could be in trouble. She's going to pop his Zhonya's. Don't know if it's too early now. Orianna's actually in a bit of trouble. She's going to back out. Elise goes down. Shut down. You can see the tower with their camp. One more hit. There's the tower. They finally break through. The GA wasn't enough. And now they should be able to pick up the inhib here if they're quick at it. But here comes Explosive. He doesn't want to give it away for free. He's going to see what he can do. He does just take out that Nami. The shield coming up by Orianna to try and give him, but it's going to go down. Or he can take out the Xerath though, but Kate definitely is going to come here, get the kill, finish it off. They needed to take out Kate, but she was too much health. They went to the others. The inhib's going to go down. It's the ace for Kate. Kate the one alive, the best one at sieging, so she'll be happy in this situation. She's going to rotate bot, try to get that tower as well. But this is what Blue needed. They needed the breakthrough. They needed to get up on that high ground and get that and they were lucky they were able to lose 2 team fights and still have the team comp to stay in it. So eventually the suicide pushing tactic did work, and they have got that bit in him.
Yeah, and you've called it completely. The Caitlyn was the one that needed to die. She was pretty much the worst person to be alive after that entire fight. She has so much AD, just completely melted a couple of turrets. And the reason that they couldn't get to her is because there were so many threats already. You have to kill the Xerath, you have to kill the Lysandra, you have to stop the Jarvan from jumping on top of your Ashe. And when you have to go through all these other targets, Caitlyn can pretty much safely and securely sit at the back and just have her way with the entire team, really.
I think what happened is Explosive realized he put himself in a bad situation and focused on Nami because, as you saw, just one big crit took her out. I think he was trying to make the best out of a bad situation, and then Orianna rocked up and gave him a bit of protection, and he realized he could fight a bit different. So maybe that's why the Kate wasn't focused. He just kind of thought he was going to die and wanted to go 1-for-1 at least. But in the end, they have lost their Nexus because of it. They have pushed through. That Baron did make a big difference too. They got a lot of tower damage when they had that Baron buff up. And now Baron's up again and they're going to go for it. Hopefully Purple Team's more ready for it this time. They know they're doing it. But once again, they're not grouped up and ready for it. So they're going to try rush it. It's just Nami there at the moment. Not Nami,
They
sorry.
are in this, well out of position as well.
But here we go. Blue Team picks it up. They didn't get the steal. If they were there a little bit earlier, they could have maybe done it with the Elise. They did try though, but they got to back up. They know they're in trouble now. They're quickly getting out of there. Still, it was such a close game, 64 to 61k gold difference, but it feels like the Blue Team's just getting it down a bit better now and just putting that pressure on the base.
And they've got 2 of those Barons in a row now, which is just so strong.
Yeah, they've really been good on their old objectives. And though those Ashe arrows are really good at their initiate, you're just going to be worried about a Caitlyn at this time. She's just such a strong
Yeah,
ADC.
they really have to watch. They have to watch this like when they initiate, and then the blue team just counter initiate back.
He's just gone speared and taken a lot of damage. We see that Nami Tidal Wave coming to try help him, but he is just going to go down. They have taken the tower though, so they may be happy with that trade. Lissandra's going to get out of there, dodging the taunt. I do think they're just going to want to go one for the tower, but you never know. They're looking sneaky. Xerath's looking to see if he can get a stun off, but he is just going to back out. They're putting up the ward. Visions around the map, really well done by both these support players, been warding and de-warding really hard. But they're happy to trade Jarvan for one tower, that's alright, a lot less than that cost them to take that mid tower at least. And they look like they're going up a trick.
Purple team almost looked like they were almost a little bit scared of Jarvan there, because he came in and he was on low HP for just a little bit too long. He managed to die, just hit that turret a few more times to give his team about 3 or 4 more seconds. Whereas if they'd killed him about a second earlier and just tried to go onto one of the softer targets, might have worked out a little bit better for Purple team.
Yeah, they really wanted to. They had the right idea last time. They know they got to initiate before that tower goes down. They don't want to lose their tower. They tried that with the Shen, but unfortunately, this blue team's just got so much power coming out from the ADC Caitlyn and the 2 AP heroes, really punishing. And they now have picked up another dragon, so they're really starting to hit that gold now, trying to get these objectives. They're trying to steal the blue as well, just punishing the other team, taking all the objectives. So they have nothing to bring the game back. The old slow roll while they regroup. But it's still not over. Purple's definitely still fed, and if they can get a good team fight out and crush the team, you get the shutdowns, they can still turn this game.
Yeah, exactly. They just need to make sure that, I don't know, they have to wait for a bad initiation, I think, almost at this point by blue team. Like, if that Jarvan overextends again, they could try and cut him off or just go for that backline. Because at the moment, it's so difficult, though, with you're going up against Lissandra with Hourglass, Xerath Hourglass, Lissandra's ult, Tidal Wave. Like, blue team's just done a better job of, once they've been initiated on, just turning around and countering right back, like, way harder.
That Nami Tidal Wave always just comes in a little bit after the Jarvans come in there, and it really helps them out, disrupts that fight just after Jarvan's already disrupted it, and it causes them all sorts of problems when that big wave comes through. That's what seems to muddle the fight, and once the fight's muddled, Xerath and Lissandra just have the time of their life shooting out their spells. And we're just going to see them, there's pressuring all 3 lanes, trying to just cut down what the purple team can do here while they look for an opening to really just finish off this game. But purple don't want to give it up, and good on them. They've still got farm, they've still got their heroes. This Elise has been big. The AD is big. They can still definitely do it.
So I'm just going to walk over this ward here, so they do know it's 4v5 for just a few seconds if they can make something happen. But no, so I'm just going to get
I don't think they're going to initiate in there. They know they're in a bad spot. They got to stand their base. They're going for the turtle. They're actually going to give it a damage out here, but Jarvan's going to jump on the initiate. He's going to try to walk out of there. Elise is right in there though. Elise just gets blown up by the Xerath combo. You've got to be careful. Here comes the assassinate as well. The tidal wave to try to stop them running. Jarvan jumps right on the Ashe, but he hasn't got the support. He's going to back up now. The long range rescuing out Caitlyn's still full health. They're going to get the exhaust on her, but she still pumps out so much damage. And this is definitely going to be the inhib going down here.
I think
really good
Elise
pressure
might be a
by the
little
blue team.
Elise is going to be a little bit angry at himself there because he just made the mistake of going straight into the AD carry, thinking he could fight in 1v1 spider form, which just doesn't work out late game.
Yeah, and it definitely needed to not just lose one there. They needed to be the ones who picked the hero off, not got picked. And here's the result. They're probably going to lose a lot in this engage, but here we go. The Zonya's keeping them alive. Can they get the space to keep that Ashe back? They're actually going to go on it. Yeah, I think it's going to go down. They're going to get both these base towers. Next open, there goes the Ashe. It's going to be GG. Got Nexus here. Really well played, really close game, really back and forward. Crazy team fights. Gold always really similar, 23-25. So both teams can leave there feeling quite well. No team should be too upset. Really close game. Crumpet Yo played it really strong at the start with that Shen, but they just couldn't do it in the end. The team comp came out.
Yeah, at the end, the blue team just seemed to have better teamwork, I think, all in all. I think particularly in that last team fight there, we saw a little bit of damage got put onto that Nami with the Elise stun. That Elise seemed to repel up, seemingly wanted to go for the Nami, changed his mind, went for the Kate, and the team just wasn't ready for it. They couldn't get enough damage out. Blue team turned it around and just killed the whole team, or killed 3 of them, pushed Nexus.
Yeah, really painful, really upsetting for them. They would have felt like they had that game. They may feel a little bit upset with that loss, because at one point it really looked like Purple had the upper hand, and just suddenly the team fight swung the other way.
I think one of the big turning points there as well was that first Baron, where it was really unnecessary as well. Ashe and Janna just needed to recall a bit faster, be aware that blue team was respawning and would be going for that Baron. They didn't do that. Blue team saw the opportunity, went right to Baron, picked it up basically uncontested,